How's it going, everyone? I have been recording on YouTube instead of just on my video app for the past, I don't know, a couple times. And it's only because it's just out of habit. I have a new memory card in my phone, so I have to use my phone most of the time anyways for all the editing, because my computer still does not work. My wife's computer still does not work, but she has and has had a laptop, so kind of was no, I mean it was, but kind of is not that big of an issue. So as long as her laptop don't go out, we're good. Yeah, but I gotta order some new parts probably. I assume it's just a hard drive, maybe cable, maybe some SATA cables, but I probably already have those. So I probably could just use the hard drives that I already have and just reinstall Windows. I know I don't want to have to do that because I don't want to overwrite what's on the discs, just in case I can save what's on there. My wife had a bunch of pictures from my son's sports and stuff like that, and yeah, stuff like that happened. So like I said, but it happened to me too. So, well, not technically. I do technically have all my saved files on a different hard drive. So I try to when I get my PC or a PC, but it hasn't been, that long, but the last time I got my PC, which is the one I have now, it was probably 4 years ago. It's been a while. But I picked all those parts out myself. I mean, everything in there is something I installed. And the only issues I ever had was just the motherboard, but that's probably because I just went a little bit too cheap. But that's just me. And maybe I'm paying for it now. I don't know. But for the most part, I've never really cared too much about brand new parts. Because, I mean, if you think about it, the motherboard I have now is, I think, 4 or 5 years old or whatever, how old it is. It's pretty old. And it was an actual gaming motherboard. So it had, some extra ports on there, and I was able to do a lot more and overclock it, and actually had buttons and temperature gauges right on the motherboard, so it's pretty cool. I mean, it had lights. I mean, it was pretty awesome. But I chose that because of what it was and the price I paid for it. So I paid $100. That's a lot. That's a lot more than I've ever really paid for a motherboard before. But that's just me. And growing up, like, things are probably a little bit more expensive than they are now. But the last time I ever actually purchased my own computer parts was probably like 16 years ago. So, I mean, and that computer costed me, I think it was like $900. And it wasn't even that great. Like, I had 40 gigabyte hard drive. Like, think about that. And then the graphics card is probably, I don't know, PS2 graphics. It wasn't that great. But anyways, but yeah, I have to be stuck with my phone. I have to learn how to adjust, which it's not hard for me. My wife asked me right before I left, she's like, "Is your computer fixed?" I'm like, "No." She kind of looked at me, and I don't know if maybe it's me thinking that it's kind of weird that I'm really not caring too much that it's broke right now, or that it's not working. I mean, I do, I care. It's really frustrating, but I really can't deal with it. And, until I get the money to replace the stuff, I really can't worry about it. So The cool thing is though, is that like none of the stuff that were on that SSD hard drive had any of my pictures or anything like that, so I'm not worried about it. It was only 128 gigs, so even if I have to erase everything on there, I'm okay with it. My wife, on the other hand, is probably not going to be okay with it. It happened the last time that her computer crashed. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was well, actually I do know what it was. The last time her computer went kaput, we were living in Idaho, and I had a air conditioner going in our house. We had one upstairs. We didn't need one downstairs because it was nice and cool, because it was a basement in the ground. Anyway, so we left somewhere, and it was super hot that day, and I turned the AC all the way in, and it was a really nice air conditioner, I promise you this. It was so great that it like kind of started freezing the inside of the room, and somehow condensation got on the computer and fried the motherboard along with the hard drive. It was pretty gnarly. I got in trouble for that, and I didn't know that it would do that. That didn't make sense to me. I never knew that an air conditioner could do something like that. And it wasn't like it was the air conditioner was next to it or anything. It was in the same room, like, I don't know, 10 feet away from it, because the air conditioner was in the window. You know, a regular air conditioner. It was weird. Anyways, so I have to come up with better solutions with our stuff that maybe can stay offline, or something that we can save to a backup or whatever every so often, that's on the network. And I can do that myself. I do have my router does have network USB on the back, so it's really gonna be as simple as just finding a hard drive for it, as long as it works. I have that. I just have to make sure it works, and it's, you know, no bad sectors. I have to run stupid programs on the hard drive just to make sure that it's good, and it sucks. It takes a while sometimes. Sometimes a couple of hours, but I have to have a computer too, so that means I have to either use my wife's computer or my kid's computer. Oh, so that's gonna even make it more challenging. That's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm glad I thought of that. I'm glad you were here to share that with me, guys. That's what we're here for. One day when I'm not working at Walmart, whenever decade that's in, I hope that we can share these laughs together, looking back and say, whoa, look at that guy, the stupid problems he had. Wow. Yeah, I am super tired though, and my neck hurts. It's probably why. I woke up and then my neck was hurting already, and I tried to go back to sleep, and oh my gosh, like almost in every position. It's not like hurting every move. It's like only when I go from side to side. So it's I can deal with it. It's just annoying, and not getting much sleep sucks too, so yeah. But I have a solution. That means tomorrow I have to get ready and go to bed earlier, so I have to hold myself accountable to it. Okay, as long as I don't have to get anything. I have to get dog food. Don't forget, I have to get dog food. I will forget, I promise you. I've forgotten less things than that. And when I mean less, that means I've forgotten less things than that, because I forgot. Yeah, I gotta get going. I love y'all. Peace out.